for the Conservation Commission open for January 4th. And I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. First thing on our agenda is a new public hearing for 76 Lincoln Street for a notice intent to upgrade a septic system and associated grading within 100 feet of a wetland. Do we have somebody to present, John?
Yes, we do. Mike, you're up.
Yeah, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, great. My name is Mike Clemento. I'm with JC Engineering. And this project involves the upgrade of an existing septic system over at 76 Lincoln Street. Currently, there's an existing three-bedroom house on the property. The property consists of about 18,000 square feet. There's a wetland in the rear of the property and a wetland across the street. There's also an existing septic tank that's located in the back of the house that's hooked to a leaching field that's approximately 41 feet away from the wetland in the rear. What we're proposing to do is abandon the existing leaching field and tank and propose a new primary septic tank with a pump chamber and pump the sewage around the side of the house to the front of the property to maximize distance from the rear wetland and also maintain a minimum of 50 feet off of the wetland that's located across the street. The new leaching system comprises of plastic chambers and a field configuration. We're providing at least 5 feet of separation from the groundwater. So you'll see it's a tremendous improvement of what's there now because the existing leaching system is presumably within the ground because the groundwater is relatively high in this area. So, in order to mitigate against any type of potential erosion, sedimentation going to the resource areas, we're proposing a row of straw wattles around the limit of work. And we're also proposing a crushed stone tracking pad in the front of the property to get access to the site. Again, what you'll see is an improvement of what's there now. Scale septic system and the new septic system will meet all Title V requirements. We submitted the plan to the Board of Health for their review and approval. We haven't heard back from them yet, and you're the first permanent entity that we're going through for review and approval. So with that, I would take any questions.
Is the house being sold?
Do you know if the property's being sold?
Mike, can you hear that?
Is the house being sold?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Right. John, do you have anything?
No, they had submitted plans to me ahead of time, and I made some comments to them, and they adapted those into the plan.
Looks like it's only gonna be about.
Yeah, it's got the wetland markers. Everything's as far away as it can be.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be a couple feet out of the ground. Looks like. How much of a hump?
It's only about, what, 3 feet different in elevation?
Yeah, exactly. The existing ground elevation where the leaching system is going to go is roughly at elevation 74, and the proposed elevation is roughly 77. So yeah, it's about 3 feet of a mound. We didn't ask for a groundwater variance because, first of all, it's nice to have 5 feet of separation. That's the first thing, the groundwater. Second thing is we do have enough land area to spread the dirt and mound the septic system. So we kept the 5 foot of separation. Yep. Unfortunately, it is a 3 foot mound, but it is what it is. The groundwater is high. We tried to give more deference to the wetland out back versus the wetland across the street because you do have a street that separates the wetland from the new leaching system. So the closest part of our leaching system to the wetland is approximately 70 feet, and the setback to the wetland across the street is about 50 feet.
Good spot.
All right. Anybody else have any other questions? All right. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
I'll make the motion.
I second it.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. and I'll entertain a motion to issue a standard order of conditions for a septic repair or replacement.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor?
All right.
So moved. Thank you very much.
Excellent, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have 62 Union Street for a general stormwater management permit for construction of a duplex and a new septic system.
And they asked for a continuance. They didn't notify the abutters.
For a duplex,
So we really can't even open, so
Yeah.
we will put that on the next week's agenda.
Yep.
Continue public hearing for 21 Lincoln Street,
Should vote on the continuation.
Even if you didn't open it?
but even if we can't open it,
You know, let's see, so you could open it and continue without discussion since the abutters
get notified.
didn't notify,
Okay.
and no discussion.
And I will open the meeting for the 62 Union Street General Stormwater Management Permit under the town's Stormwater Management Bylaw for a construction of a duplex, new septic system and associated site grading with more than 15,000 square feet of existing disturbance. And I will entertain a motion now to continue that for lack of notification of abutters.
Make the motion.
Second.
Moving second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
So that'll be on for the 18th.
Okay, 21 Lincoln Street continued.
Yes, same for that, and we'll need to
And
vote
I'll
on that
entertain a
one.
motion to continue the 21 Lincoln Street to the 18th.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
We'll move. Do we have anything for administrative discussion? Did we get any of the,
So we have a minor project change for 252 Pleasant Street. We have a certificate of compliance for 279, but we also have a discussion item that came up, and the contractor is on the screen, Don Asek.
okay, do we want to do that one first?
We could take it out of order just so he doesn't have to hang around.
Yep, okay. And this is the 103 South Street?
South Street, right.
Okay.
Let me call up the drawing.
I will admit, John, the construction entrance, that's a pretty good one compared to what we see a lot of them.
I know it.
So,
All depends on who does it, right?
yeah, I mean, I'm impressed,
yeah.
yeah, impressed with,
Can everybody see that at home? Okay. All right, so this is a septic repair. It was prepared by, the plan was prepared by Collins Engineering, and they kept the septic system over 100 feet away from the wetland, which you see on the top of the plan. And it's actually on the abutter's property is where the wetlands are, and then eventually over to the westerly side or left-hand side as you look at the plan, comes back in onto the subject property. So I got a call that it appeared that there was some activity closer to the wetland than what was shown on the plan, and it turns out it's the contractor's entrance road to get to the septic system, and he needs to have that access because the front of the property here is a stone wall, and it ends right at the abutter's property line. So in order to cross it without going over the top of the wall, he's got to get permission from the neighbor. So he put in a construction over here, but before he did it, the construction entrance, sorry. Before he did it, he checked with the engineering office and asked, are you all set with Concom on this plan? And because it was over 100 feet, they didn't have to file with us. So I never saw this plan until I got the tip that there was some activity there. So I got the copy from the Board of Health, and the Board of Health agent mentioned who the installer was, and it's Don Asak. And my experience with Don is that he tries to do everything by the book, and so he did check with the engineer, and the engineer didn't realize that they had a problem getting access to this property, and just said, yeah, go ahead, you're all set. So it's really just a misunderstanding here, and his, like I said, his past experience. He calls me oftentimes when he has a question. He does, even when he's working on something that doesn't require a filing with Concom, he puts up erosion control barriers. So I asked him to stop. He was supposed to go out today and put in the septic tanks, start doing the work there, and I asked him to stop so that we could talk about this at the meeting and give him some guidance on how to do this. So I would recommend that he be allowed to go ahead and finish the work, but have a filing after the fact, if the commission wants to, or just...
Filing for the road? Or just
Well, for the
in
disturbance of the 50-foot.
Oh, because it is on the
Right.
50-foot, all
Yes.
right. Oh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
already, it's already, no, it's already.
they've got to repair the septic system,
And
they got
it's
to have
already-
access to it.
It's not like, it's already in the.
He built it the way we would have probably had him build it anyways.
Or better.
He's got, yeah.
I mean,
everything in.
to access it, it's,
And it's gonna get colder, so.
right, that's just it, with the snow coming, I don't want to see him get stuck. If he can get it much in as he can beforehand.
It looks like he's done everything right, so.
Yeah. So do you want to just let it go and have him stabilize it and have me involved with that part of it, or do you want to have a filing?
Well, to do it right, in case somebody else says anything.
To do it right, he probably should do a filing after the fact.
After, yeah, I do.
I mean, I'm fine with an after-the-fact
Yeah, me
filing.
too.
I mean, it,
So just a question, if he had filed ahead of time and come here, would we have asked him to do anything different?
No.
no.
Okay.
So the net result, other than making it kosher or by the book,
All right.
the filing.
And the only other thing I could say is we probably would have requested, if it was a filing before us, to have markers put in.
Yeah.
How about this, file a request for determination after the fact?
Yeah.
We'll use the documents that are available to us to sketch in where the road is, and then require that the new owner sign an affidavit they know about the 50-foot no-touch.
Yep. That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That sounds fine.
Yep. Because it's already done, so
Right,
I'll
and
just
I mean,
keep it going. It's not like I'm in a mess either, so.
like you said, there was no other access to
Yeah.
get there, so. And all the work is outside the 100-foot.
I'm trying to figure out which house this is, though. Which house is it?
It's the little old Cape on South Street past the new ones that just got built.
Is it the one right after the new ones?
Yes.
And then there's another one right after that before you turn on the
Yep,
cross street?
yes,
Okay,
yep.
yeah. Yep.
So, a motion to require them to do an after-the-fact filing?
Yep.
I'll entertain the motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second it?
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Don, you're all set to keep going.
Okay.
Hey, Don, give my office a call tomorrow, and I'll give you some pointers on where we're going to go from here. Hello? Maybe he's off already. I'll give him a call tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, you're still there, Don?
Yeah, there he is. Can you hear us, Donnie?
I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, just give John a call tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, all right, I will.
Did you hear you can continue?
Yeah.
All right, I'll call John in the morning.
But you get, yeah.
And you can continue working.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we have 252 Pleasant Street. Larry Hargraves was going to do some minor project change, and I thought he was going to be on the meeting tonight,
Yeah.
but he isn't, so bear with me while I get a copy of the plan up and so forth. I'll call up his request to start with.
That's gonna be permanent, you think?
So this is the form that we've prepared so that people can ask for a minor project change, and we know what it's all about, and it's more or less consistent. It used to be they just sent us an email and we'd get some information. Sometimes we wouldn't have all of it. So what he wants to do is he wants to add a second smaller driveway for cars and remove small existing gravel driveway to the left of the new main driveway. And the purpose of it is for safety reasons, because they would have the trucks going in with the steel and so forth that this company uses in their business, and they want to try to segregate out the passenger car type traffic to make it a little bit safer. So I'll call up the plot plan and show you where everything would go.
So if they're removing one and adding the second,
Yes, there's
Is
a
that-
gravel driveway there,
is that gonna be the permanent one, the second one?
permanent for cars only.
For the cars only?
So here's, I don't know if everybody can see it, so let me share it. All right, so you can see the main access drive in this area right here. That's for all the trucks to go in. And the existing gravel driveway is right in here. Doesn't show up on this plan, but I have another plan that shows the existing driveway. And it was to the left of this one here. Apparently what he wants to do is have a driveway, let's say in this area, and he didn't really indicate where it was on this plan, but I would definitely clarify that with him. And my assumption is that he needs to cross over here to get into the office part of the building, which is this portion here. So we have a stormwater basin over here that he's not going to cross. And we have a small ditch alongside the road where the discharge from this basin flows through and down into the bigger wetland, which you see on Pleasant Street, where the blue herrings have a rookery.
So we'd have to make a culvert crossing wide enough to handle any overflow through that ditch.
Right.
My only question would be, I know the town at one point had been trying to put a moratorium on multiple road cut permits
Yeah.
on locations. I know residential, you're only supposed to have one road cut per house lot and not multiple entrances.
But it,
I mean, I have no problem with it, other than the fact we just need to make sure that he's got permission to put a second road cut.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Even though the other one's gonna be.
He's gonna
Eliminate-
abandon the gravel one,
Yeah.
So by,
which,
by going through the process that he's already been through with us and the planning board, or the zoning board, whichever approved his site plan, he got approval for the big driveway.
and that was
But Tim,
it.
you're right, you need to have another approval, so, he needs a road cut permit, and I think he needs, because of the ditch, an engineered plan showing
Going over it.
the culvert that will hold the weight of a car, that will still allow the flow that goes through that ditch, and only an engineer can do that. I mean, we could guess.
Right, but, yeah.
So I would say that either we could vote to table this until he presents us the permission from the town that he can get another access there from the special permitting authority, and that he gives us an engineer plan showing the culvert and the design of it.
Does the other driveway have something?
Yes. So he's right through here. Right through here, he's got a culvert,
Oh, okay.
That connects.
the ditch that's coming from D'Alessandro's.
Yep.
They have that culvert here, and then it continues on, and the storage that's in the stormwater basin up here leaves out of the outlet structure here and back into the ditch. Because the ditch does make a little bend right there,
Mhm.
which was always odd. I always wondered, why is there a bend like that? Why didn't they just continue? But
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of trees, if I remember now, a lot of trees in this area where there weren't up here, so
Mhm.
that's probably why that ditch did that.
Yeah, I wonder if he was thinking about that. He was gonna
So
have to-
I think we should table and have him get us the additional information,
Yep.
and then come back and we'll vote yea or nay based on that.
Yep.
I'll entertain a motion to table 252 Pleasant Street.
I'll make that motion.
Second it?
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. And 279 Pleasant Street, a request for a certificate of compliance.
All right, 279, they finished the as-built properly. It wasn't a complete as-built when we first got it. We now have a complete as-built with the certifications, and so I recommend issuing a certificate without a bond.
Any questions? Hearing none, then I'll entertain a motion to issue a certificate of compliance for 279 Pleasant Street without a bond.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. And do we have any invoices?
We should continue the 373 Crescent, which is getting closer now.
Okay, 373 Crescent Street, request for a certificate of compliance. I'll entertain a motion to continue that.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
All right, so we have some invoices. We have from Schwab Inc. Incorporated for ink, or ink pads. So we have a bill for $31 and $31 and sorry, $37 because I was not including the shipping. So $37. We have Happy Frog for a nameplate for our newest member, and that is for $24. And then we have the order of conditions signature page for 76 Lincoln Street, which is the one we closed tonight. And certificate of compliance, signature page for 279 Pleasant Street, and I'm going to pull out the minor project change, which we didn't approve tonight. So those are the signatures that we need.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the invoices.
Make a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Okay. That concludes the business for the evening.
All right. Anybody
Unless
have
somebody
anything
has
else?
anything.
If nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I don't think so.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
And?
Thank you.
And? What?
And?
Paula?
Thank you for remotely coming in. That worked.